Hello,
happy.
hello.
It's cold.
Y'all cold. Somebody said they cold.
Fall's
And
coming.
look, do not get used to this because you know this is the wacky East Coast. Next week it'll be 90 degrees. Then the week after that it'll be 30. 2 weekend
I'm trying to
cancel.
hold out before putting that heat on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got little heaters that I carry because I just do not like a hot house at all. And when it is winter, I keep my heat on 67 because I need my house to be, cold. You know what I mean? If you cold, come here, please put us and I have lots of blankets and warm things you could put on, but I can't deal with that heat. I don't even like the smell of heat when it comes on. I just, I'm just I'm
Just don't like hot.
yeah, I'm just already hot. My poor little animals. I know they'd be cold, but I put a little blanket. You know, they got fur. That's what God gave them fur, y'all. So,
Oh my goodness.
Look, y'all. The animals are just like us. They can get cold and stuff if the house is too hot and stuff like that. So once they get used to the temperature in your house, you gotta kind of keep it like that. They know the winter, they know the summer. You know what I mean? So they keep it like that. If you don't like it, maybe you can call one of my friends and y'all can pick them up and they come stay, stay in your house. But today I just want to I think that all of us on here have had the dating life, had married life, and we know a little bit about how we want a man to act and treat us when you date them and you're with them. Let me say not with them, but dating them. And it was funny because this question came up. It was on social media, and I was just kind of like, that's kind of different because I know I'm a little older. We're a little seasoned. Jasmine is our youngest princess. But I'm just a little shocked at some of the answers I saw. So the question was, oh God, I do this every time. Somebody tell me what was the question again, but I'm going to put the emphasis on the end.
Should men pay for dates?
But unless.
Yeah. I thought it was the first date.
Is it just first date?
It's the first date. It's the first date. Now, first dates, what do y'all envision, really quick? What do y'all envision the first date with somebody you just meet, not planning on having a future with them, but you just having a fun first date? What do you envision as a first date should be like, Celeste?
Well, the first date is different than the first meeting.
Right.
Because I will meet you 1st, coffee, no alcohol, coffee, I don't eat donuts and stuff, something like that. But the first date should be somewhere that okay, you didn't ask me about who pays, but the first date should be somewhere where we can have a conversation. Definitely a conversation. No alcohol should be involved. And we should end with doing something fun because I need to see all those elements for me.
When you say end with something fun,
dancing, skating, playing putt, something.
Okay. Jocelyn, what you envision?
Simple dates. I like the library. Like I like my perfect date is Barnes and Noble's, coffee, and we're just talking or hanging out. If you want to get me ice cream, I love ice cream. We could do that. It's not like something that you have to. That's what B and CG did. Our first date was at a Barnes and Noble's by my job, and I was like, this works because I've tried to do it with other men and it doesn't work because they want to get you into a club, they want to get you into a bathing suit, they want to do a bunch of. It's the first date, guy. Relax.
A bathing suit.
Buy me a book. Oh, you know how many times we tell like, let's go to the pool. I'm trying to see you in a bathing suit. Boy, what's my middle name? I'm like, what's my middle name? I'm not giving you that. We just met. Meet me at Barnes and Noble and buy me a book, bro. Like,
Chauncey.
First date for me just needs to be fun. It doesn't necessarily have to be dinner or lunch or anything like that. I want to do something. I want to do something. So I don't want to necessarily eat something, but I want to do something. So I don't, paintball, axe throwing, just an event, play golf, something like that. Because that, to me, even those particular situations kind of teach you about someone, right? It shows you their temperament. It shows you how they handle if they can lose, or if they are winning. Are they a sore loser? Are they a sore winner? You know what?
That mean
That to
run.
me, that I'm sorry.
I said that
What'd you
mean run.
say?
They're sore loser. That mean run. Run them.
Exactly.
Keisha.
A first date to me is something, it's going to be casual. It's going to be something where we can talk. It's no pressure. It's just like walking at a park somewhere and just having a good time and then having an early lunch or an early dinner, something like that. Just something fun where we can just have conversation.
Okay, so that sounds really happy, and that seems like what a typical first date would be. But apparently that's not what's happening for the rest of the world. Maybe we just live in a box somewhere, because the rest of the world is having in-depth conversations about the first date, and primarily, a man paying for the first date. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, yo, the first date, I guess I'm a little traditional. The first date, I want to at least know you have some money to pay for the date. I'm not asking you to take me to Ruth Chris or any place like that, but it just shows me chivalry. You know what I mean? I have money, so I don't need your money, but go ahead and pay for it, okay? Without any catch-22. That's how I feel about it. Am I wrong, y'all? Keisha?
It's not a matter of wrong. That's
No, I say that because for me, who's inviting who out? You're dating me, right? So you say, you know what, I'm interested because you're the hunter. I like you. I like to spend some time with you. What would you like to do? If he asked me, and if you do all of that, you're paying.
You believe that? You do?
Huh?
I ask, I would pay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I ask, I would pay, only because, like you said, it's the vibe. Like Celeste said, for me, I have a meeting. I used to, because that's not my ministry right now. I used to have a meeting before I would have a date. If you couldn't get past coffee, then it wasn't no need. We just wasting our time, right? So, but if I like them, or depending on my schedule or whatever, hey, I know of this, would you be interested in going? If I ask and I invite you, then my anticipation is that I would cover it, right? So problem. However, if you are more traditional, then I would think that even once you got there, that person would be like, I'm not letting you pay. I appreciate you, but I'll take care of it. So, not that if they didn't, not that I would be upset if they didn't, but that historically, that's what I run into.
I'm just gonna say, just remember when you said that, because guess what? No, don't you are a married woman, but I'm just saying, remember, like, if somebody says that, okay, let me just not get off track. Jasmine, how you feel?
Well, it's first date depends on, because this is gonna sound strange because you kept saying I'm the youngest one, and I'm like, y'all ever heard of the term like date to marry? I'm like, I have a lot of friends that date every day, and I'm like, are you guys planning to do anything else besides eat and maybe do a little bit of the sex stuff? Because if not, it's kind of the service. So I'm like, when it comes to dates, it was very targeted. Like, even CG, when I asked him this morning, I was like, how do you feel about this? He's like, in my situation, I would have to pay because I'm looking for a certain type of woman. When I'm with this woman, I don't want my woman to pay for anything. So on our dates, I'm not going to have her pay. Now, one thing he did say, which all the men that I asked said the same thing, they said, we're going where I want to go. And then if you don't like me or you don't like what happened, I had a good time. I was like, damn, I can't really be mad at that either. I was like, you're right.
That's shocking, though. Okay, all right.
It was a lot of men too. It was like 5 men.
I think that the men should pay for the first date. However, I think that if he is showing, now I'm going past the first date, if he is being consistent and consistently showing you that he cares and he's, wants to get to know you, then I think at some point it should reverse, and that you, if you feeling him, show that same kind of energy towards him. That's
I
just
agree
my
with that.
thought.
I do. I agree with that. I think that when we say this, we're being pretty modest of what a first date would look like. You know what I mean? I think because we're successful women and we know what we like. But do you understand that a lot of times there are men out here that feel that if they take you on a first date, then they're expecting, especially if they're paying, that you need to pay them sexually or some type of intimacy that is almost like a reimbursement for the date. To me, I don't think that's like dating to marry, like you say, Jasmine. I think that's just making a tally of a date. You know what I mean? I had this one for a date, and this is how I got compensated for spending my money. So
I think that, yeah, I think that what you're I think what you're speaking of is the difference between dating and a date. And so if you're, as Jaslyn was just pointing out, some people are dating to marry, right? I'm not even looking at anybody that's not potential marriage potential. I'm not wasting my time, right? Whereas just going out just to be going out. And so that's why I had the attitude that if I asked, because I liked you enough to ask you, that I'm willing to pay, so that I can alleviate that expectation of you having to for me to have to give you something. So
but
I
in
took that as,
honesty, no, this is a first date, Chauncey. This is not just because you're dating to go that you're gonna see this person again. This is the first date. I'm spending money on you, even if, like Jasmine said, I take you to a place I like. I'm expecting to get something that is a little bit more than the $55 check.
You know what I was just gonna
Yes,
ask?
before the date, a conversation need to be had, and that's why
Yeah.
it's probably best to go Dutch. We're just gonna go Dutch on this date. We're just gonna
Absolutely,
each other out.
because you might be expecting something in my pocketbook.
Right.
I got something in that pocketbook. Stop asking for it. Like,
Well, think about it. Think about it. If somebody put you in that position, you know, if you do or you don't, you know what I mean? Did you not do that on your own will?
We do have a conversation before. It usually is a conversation, and it goes something
You already
like,
know somebody is going after your drawers. It's
Yeah,
not, and if you wear
yeah.
them, I don't mean you whatever you wear. If you don't wear none, they're going down for the lower half, okay? Or no, that I don't know, but you already know. You know, I think that in the world we live in, and especially if we got grown daughters, I'm sure they could tell us some stories. You know what I mean, of what is going on now. You know what I mean? So I think that's good conversation. You know, I think at the end of the day, we know what we want. You know, we expect. You know, that goes back to, you know, how you set up your date in the beginning. You met them. You know what I mean? You already know if the person is something to be a little cautious with. You know, because that bone ain't gonna jump out their mouth after the date. It's gonna jump out 20 minutes after you start talking to them. Yeah, I got 12 baby mamas.
like, yo, well, Auntie, think about it like this. Because I have friends that meet men on dating apps and then expect to go and meet this chivalrous prince. And I'm like, girl, you met him on Tinder. He's here for whatever you came for Tinder. You're looking
That's
for
a good point. That's a good
Where
point.
did we meet?
So how are people meeting today? Because
on Tinder.
Exactly, girl.
Okay, so does that make it probably more common than not? You know what I mean?
I told you. It's like
I'm gonna tell y'all all my business. I date in I go on those things in clusters. I haven't been on in years, but when I was dating, like Chauncey said, dating, because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do, I met at least 4 guys on one of them platforms, and I got off of there and I dated them to see which one I like, and we're all to this day good friends, and they all were good people, and they all were powerful guys too. So they're not always like that on there. There was a lot of buttholes I had to get through, but that's the thing. You're dating on these social,
Same.
Yeah, because you really don't have time to date otherwise. You don't want to have to spend a whole lot of money, so you do a lot of it on those apps at first.
okay.
That's just me telling my business.
But
But
Celeste, we appreciate that because you're being honest, and it's not easy really dating. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that we all don't run into challenges by being married people, but dating is hard because you have to get through, okay, well, the first couple of months, and y'all know this is the truth, the first couple of months, you got Prince Charming and he's on his P's and Q's. By month 7, he might be changing to something else. I don't know what he is, you know what I mean? But you don't really know what you're getting until you invest some time in it. So when I see somebody say that you want me to be intimate with you on the first day, I don't know you. You know what I mean? I don't know any back history with you. I mean, don't
even know your
sometimes you meet somebody you're really attracted to them, and you just hell, you just go for it. You know what I mean? This is the society we live in. But to put it like it's almost like penny for penny. You see what I'm saying? If I do this, you must do that in return. Yeah, that count me out because yeah, I'm not going for
never
that.
had that either. So even when I never had that experience. Not that I didn't know guys like that and I didn't meet them, but again, coffee tells you.
Like that. I knew guys like that.
30 minutes.
Bye.
Yeah, 30 minutes of coffee tells you a lot.
But in their defense, in the guy's defense, if they running into the daters, the dating people, and they go out on a date a couple of nights a month, that's a lot of money.
Exactly.
So they probably at the point now where they say, you gonna kiss me, hold it, dirt, put it on, do something, because I'm spending a lot of money. Blow on it, do something.
I just read the book like that.
And you just ask for them.
Okay, so go ahead and say what are your on this first date? Go ahead and say, well, what are your expectations? What are you expecting of me? Just go out and put it out there. And if you're expecting that, then we're gonna go Dutch. So it takes the pressure off you money wise, and it takes the pressure off me sex wise. There you go.
I know I shouldn't say this, but I have heard a gentleman say the chick not only ordered her food, she ordered her kids' food.
Well, we're not even going to that one. I've heard that a lot.
And that's the next thing too. Don't try to break the bank when you're trying to go on these dates and knowing that I'm going to order this and all the most expensive stuff just because. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
That's twofold though.
But look, I think we're putting all the earnest on the guy's side. Just what you said just struck something in me, Keisha. If you going out, he messing with women and just trying to, he trying to get a nice woman too, and you coming out there and you want to dig his pockets out. That's why he's like, okay, you need to.
That's right. That's why I said don't do that. Yeah,
you need to return the favor. So I mean, I feel. Look, I got a son, and look, I don't want nobody to date my son and think they're going to rock his bank account and get filet mignon and everything else. Because when I see you, Jose, I'm gonna tell you, I saw that. Okay, you better go on and look somewhere else because that's not going to work.
Your money is for your wife. That is for your wife.
Because at the end of the day, you're paying for it.
Right, exactly.
You're paying for it. It just boils down to paying for sex.
You're always gonna have to pay for it, sir.
It's like that's why
I think that's a whole nother topic because really you can get a lot of feedback when you say, are you paying for it? Because yeah,
you're always gonna pay for it. It's either your wife, your girlfriend, or your mistress. You're gonna pay some money. You're gonna get me a house. You're gonna get your girlfriend some purses, and you're gonna get your mistress somebody to not say nothing. Everybody's gonna get paid. Right?
You're always gonna pay for something.
If you go axe throwing, I'm waiting for the guy to be like, okay, now you got to pay me back. Because we went
This was a good episode, y'all. So I think people will enjoy it. So my thought is, do what's gonna fit you. You know what I mean? If you want to do it with somebody after they buy you nice, then that's your business. Because at the end of the day, you got to live with your decisions. So great episode. So any final thoughts?
Sure. Be clear on the intention. Not only the intention of who's going to pay and what you want after it, or are we dating? Are we dating, like Chauncey said? What are we doing?
All right.
Yeah, just kind of set your intentions, like I said, and it doesn't have to be so many of these young women go out with their girlfriends and have brunches and know these nice places and know where to go and what to do. So you don't necessarily have to do that with that guy, right? Make it so that if you want to get to know him, then do something where you can get to know him.
Run the background check. Keisha?
Just have that discussion. Just have a discussion about expectations.
Jasmine?
Well, I should get to my son. Spend what you want on your girlfriend. Spend a little more on your fiance, and then give the bank to your wife. That's it.
All right.
That's the only advice I
Good
have.
one. Hey.
Good one.
All right, y'all. So let's wrap this up. So joining me today is
your girl Celeste, and like always, make sure you put yourself first.
That's right.
Girl Chauncey. Hope to see you soon.
Just Jackson, regular schmegular girl from the Bronx.
Hey, this your girl Keisha, and you can grow and learn in your own lane.
Woo!
I like
the girl Kimmy, and joining us tonight was the lady Celeste Chit Chat Sis. You'll see us next Wednesday when we drop a new episode. So take care and have a wonderful week on purpose.